The session is now called to order. Everybody is requested to rise for the singing of the national anthem.
Bayang magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, buyan ka ng magiliw, sa manlulupig, kita pasisingil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo baka, may nilang ang tula, ang awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kisap ng watawat mo'y nagumpay na nanginginig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang may magdidilim, lupa ng araw ng maraming pagsita, buhay langit sa dilim mo, aming ligaya na pag may mamapit, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please remain standing for a minute of meditation. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we call the roll of members.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The secretary is directed to call the roll of members.
Roll call of members. Honorable Representatives Abaya, Abayon, Bellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Charon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adiong, Adbincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista Bandigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biazon, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Rosas, Bolot Begtang, Kagas, Kalalang, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Hari, Casilaw, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Pred, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapica, Ceriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Co, Coanco, Coliantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Hua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Vera, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, Del Oso Montalia, Dimaporo Abdullah, Dimaporo Muhammad, Duabit, Durano, Di, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ebardoni, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio Dong, Gonzales Fernando, Goriseta, Gullias, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hopper, Halos Hos, Javier, Ko, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Leachon, Lee, Lim Kaishong, Lobregat, Lopez Benher, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangudadato, Suharto, Mangudadato, Sahid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Meliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Carlo, Nolasco, Núñez Malañaon, Oaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia Sagabas, Kimbo, Radaza, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Roa Puno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sangkopan, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Mary, Sabeliano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Cherny, Tejada, Tebes, Tianco, Ting, Tinio, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarraza Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Biolago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate Subiri.
That hurts. Hey, Gary.
Madam Speaker, the roll call shows that 226 members responded to the call.
226. With 226 members responding to the call, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we defer the approval of the journal from the previous session. So move.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we now proceed with a reference of business and requests that the Secretary General be directed to read the titles of bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as communications and committee reports. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the bills and resolutions on first reading for referral to the appropriate committee.
Reference of business, bills on first reading. House Bill 7069, declaring the month of September of every year as Philippine Bamboo Month. Representative Sabillano, Durano, Escudero, Atienza.
To the Committee on Natural Resources.
House Bill 7071, providing for the mandatory appointment of an Environment and Natural Resources Officer. Representative Swansing Estrelita.
To the Committee on Local Government.
House Bill 7072, postponing the May 2018 Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataang elections. Representative Pimentel.
To the Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms.
House Bill 7073, strengthening and rationalizing the career service of the Congress of the Philippines by establishing a legislative career service. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulations.
House Bill 7074, prescribing rates of pay and allowances for officers and enlisted personnel of the AFP. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on National Defense and Security.
House Bill 7075, expediting and streamlining the application process for securing building permits. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Public Works and Highways.
House Bill 7076, creating the Amusement Industry Safety Board. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Games and Amusements.
House Bill 7077, establishing a policy mechanism for the sustainable development and use of the island of Boracay. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Natural Resources.
House Bill 7078, regulating the practice of chiropractic care. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulations.
House Bill 7079, instituting a driver education program. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill 7080, providing for a more responsive and comprehensive regulation for the practice, licensing, and registration of environmental and sanitary engineers in the Philippines. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation.
House Bill 7081, converting the Carlos Hidalgo Memorial State College. Representative Casataya, Benitez, and Mirasol.
To the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill 7082, providing for uniform fees of service providers of government hospitals. Representatives Batoca, Benco.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 7083, providing for special financial assistance and benefits granted to beneficiaries of uniformed and law enforcement personnel. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Public Order and Safety and the Committee on National Defense and Security.
House Bill 7084, expanding the scope of the practice of midwifery. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulations.
House Bill 7085, providing for Magna Carta of Government Accountants. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation.
House Bill 7086, strengthening the Office of the Government Corporate Counsel. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Justice.
House Bill 7087, providing time off with pay for employees who donate organ, bone marrow, blood, or blood platelets. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Labor and Employment.
House Bill 7088, strengthening the political party system. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms.
House Bill 7089, providing post-harvest facilities to rice farmers. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Agriculture and Food.
House Bill 7090, institutionalizing private land forestry to enhance reforestation. Representative Alejano.
To the Special Committee on Reforestation.
House Bill 7091, providing benefits to public employees. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation.
House Bill 7092, amending certain provisions of Republic Act 7431. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation.
House Bill 7093, strengthening the recycling program. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Ecology.
House Bill 7094, establishing the Solar Energy Development Authority. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Energy.
House Bill 7095, mandating the use of transaction windows. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation.
House Bill 7096, defining regulating the travel agent's profession. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Tourism.
House Bill 7097, amending Section 2 of Republic Act 1827. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on People's Participation.
House Bill 7098, enhancing the transparency of the procurement process. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Appropriation.
House Bill 7099, promoting and permitting the use of waste-to-energy technology. Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Ecology.
House Bill 7100, institutionalizing the Young Farmers Program, Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Agriculture and Food.
House Bill 7101, creating the position rank of fire truck officer in the BFP, Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
House Bill 7102, expanding the number of disorders, including the newborn screening program, Representative Alejano.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 7103, creating a Class D district office of the LT on Pamplona, Camarines Sur, Representative Villafuerte.
To the Committee on Transportation.
House Bill 7104, streamlining the Regulatory Commission on Energy, Representative Velasco.
To the Committee on Energy.
House Bill 7105, enhancing revenue administration and collection, Representatives Alvarez, Parinas, and Cua.
To the Committee on Ways and Means.
House Bill 7106, establishing a GSC Housing Satellite Office, Representative Bernos.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation.
House Bill 7107, amending Section 8 and 12 of Republic Act 10575, Representative Lechon.
To the Committee on Justice.
House Bill 7108, regulating through quotas on motor vehicle registration approvals and license plate issuances, Representative Babayon.
To the Committee on Transportation.
House Bill 7109, requiring educational institutions all over the country to provide left-handed armchairs, Representative Roa Puno.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture and the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill 7110, establishing a nationwide curfew for better child safety and protection, Representative Herrera D.
To the Committee on Welfare of Children.
House Bill 7111, strengthening national security by providing for the electronic surveillance of foreign entities, Representative Parinas.
To the Committee on National Defense and Security.
Communication letters dated January 30th, Roger Edino, Deputy Director, BSP.
To the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries.
Committee reports, report number 595 on House Resolution 1645.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 596 on House Bill number 7115.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 597 on House Bill number 652.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 598 on House Bill number 7120.
To the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, we'd like to acknowledge the guests of the distinguished lady from the 2nd District of Pampanga, the Honorable Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. These are members of the Kayanakang Manalakara ning Florida Blanca of Florida Blanca,
Please rise.
Pampanga. If I may read their names, Madam Speaker.
Please proceed.
This is Honorable Michael Galang, Municipal Vice Mayor, Jeric Apelianes, Andrea Nicole Pastor, Joshua Rome Sumlao, Adrian Diego of Basa Air Base National High School, Alyssa Gail Delioso, Randel Lu Manug, and Christopher Lex Ruiz of Diosdado Macapagal Memorial High School, Jesusa Nanet Pascual, Diosdado Macapagal Memorial High School SSG Advisor, Rodolfo Manalang, Mariel Guanlao, and Ian Guanlao of Florida Blanca National Agricultural School, Marvin Velasquez, Florida Blanca National Agricultural School SSG Advisor, Roy Alipio, Ruth Reyes, Patricia Ann Marie Simon of Gutad National High School, Edwin Capitli of Gutad National High School SSG Advisor, Carl Jean Roncal, Julian Munkal of Megabyte College with their advisor Delia Viray, Missy Bonifacio, and Jewel Baul Bernal of Pagiruan High School with their advisor Rina Manyalak, Laika Baging, Jeffrey Bunacruz, Jaira Yamat of San Jose High School with their advisor Judelin Pangilinan and Imelda Estacio, Alicia Rizel Supan, Shanna Marie Sampang, Angela Bless Austria of St. Augustine Academy of Pampanga with their advisor Jethro Marie Lalik, Eric Estrella Patrocino Bacros, and Randy Paguillo of the LGU Florida Blanca, Christian Sacad of San Pablo Second High School, and Manuel Santiago, LGU, Florida Blanca. Madam Speaker.
To the guest of the former President and now Representative Madam Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, we'd also like to acknowledge the guests of the Honorable Michael Romero of One Pacman Party List. These are Ina Valera, Carla Valera, Winnie Lagman, Charis Amisola, Linda Mayor, Agnes Valera, Mario Lapid, Manolo Lagman, Elmer Lagman, Nico Manzano, and Jerry Lagman, Madam Speaker.
To the guest of Representative Michael Romero, welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill 6754, printed copies of which were distributed to the members pursuant to the rules of the House. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter call for nominal voting.
House Bill number 6754, an act renewing the franchise granted to Ultrasonic Broadcasting System, Inc. under Republic Act number 8081, entitled an act granting the Ultrasonic Broadcasting System, Inc. a franchise to construct, install, operate, and maintain for commercial purposes radio and television broadcasting stations throughout the Philippines for another 25 years from the effectivity of this act. Roll call of members. Consideration House Bill number 6754. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acharon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maravida, Brosas, Bulot Bigtang, Cagas, Calalang, Calderon, Calistrobiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapica, Cerilles, Chavez, Chipeco, Co, Cubanco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cusalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Vera, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, Del Oso Montalia, Dimoporo Abdullah, Dimoporo Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhayin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Floirendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Fentebella, Garbin, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose, Garcia Albano, Garin Richard, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchelian, Heron, Goana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio Dong, Gonzales Fernando, Goriseta, Gullias, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hopper, Halosos, Javier, Ko, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liechon, Lee, Limkaychong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macapagal-Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangododato Suarto, Mangododato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Carlo, Nolasco, Nunez Maliñaon, Waminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bini, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramiresato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Rawapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sancopan, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar, Savillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Shirley, Tejada, Tevez, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino,
Madam Speaker,
Preñas, Tugna,
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Yes, may we know the pleasure of the Honorable Tino?
I vote yes, Madam Speaker. I would like to indicate that I vote yes.
The Secretary General is directed to note the vote of Representative Tino as yes.
Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Bereta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Marcamen, Zamora Ronaldo, Sarate, Subiri.
With 222 members voting on the affirmative, 0 negative, and 0 abstention, House Bill 6754 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we include additional co-authors to House Bill number 7033 and 7054 and House Resolution 1636 as contained in the lists to be submitted by the Committee on Rules. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 6913. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting. So move.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the nominal voting.
House Bill number 6913, an act renewing the franchise granted to Radio Marine Network Incorporated under Republic Act number 4607 as amended by Republic Act number 7512. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill number 6913. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acharon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agrao, Agabaw, Aglipay Bilyar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista Bandigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maravida, Brosas, Bulot Begtang, Cagas, Calalang, Calderon, Calix Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castelo, Casafrance, Casafedenil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapica, Cirilles, Chavez, Chipeco, Cuanco, Colliantes, Cortés, Curtuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Vera, Defensor, Del Mar, De Rosario, De Losa Montalia, De Vaporo Abdullah, De Vaporo Khalid, Duavit, Durano, Di, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhayin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Loirendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose, Garcia Albano, Gary Richard, Gary Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchelian, Heron, Juana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Abreludong, Gonzales Fernando, Guroseta, Gullas, Hernandez, Herrerdi, Hofer, Halosos, Javier, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lee, Limkaychong, Labrigat, Lopez Benur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magudato Suarto, Magudato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Carlo, Nolasco, Nunez Malañaon, Waminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vini, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramiresato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sangkopan, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Silita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherney, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Turapti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Bareta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villapuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Samora Marcamen, Samora Ronaldo, Sarate, Subiri.
With 223 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, and 0 abstention, House Bill 6913 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for consideration on third reading of House Bill number 6938. And for this purpose, may I request the Secretary General to be directed to read the title of the said measure and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting. So move.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the nominal voting.
House Bill number 6938, an act providing for the special protection of child passengers in motor vehicles. Roll call of members in consideration House Bill number 6938. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acharon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agarao, Agabao, Aglipay Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista Bandigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Merabida, Brosas, Bulot Bigtang, Cagas, Calalang, Calderon, Calixorbiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castelo, Casa Franz, Casa Pedinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapica, Cerilles, Chavez, Chipeco, Cuanco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Vera, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, De Los Montaña, de Maporo Abdullah, de Maporo Khalid, Duwabit, Durano, Di, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Eriguel, Ermita Buain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Evardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Floirendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fentebella, Garbin, García Gwendolyn, García José, García Albano, Gary Richard, Gary Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchelian, Heron, Goana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelio Dong, González Fernando, Groseta, Gullias, Hernández, Herrera-D, Hofer, Halosos, Javier, Conghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lacetin, Liachon, Lee, Limcaychong, Labrigat, Lopez Benur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macpaglaroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangudadato Suarto, Mangudadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Carlo, Nolasco, Núñez Maleñaon, Waminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vini, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramiresato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Rowapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, San Copan, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar, Sabellano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Eserita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tan Bunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherney, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villapuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Yulago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Marcamen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Subiri.
With 225 members voting on the affirmative, 0 negative, and 0 abstention, the Chair declares House Bill 6938 as having been approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 6974. And for this purpose, may I request the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting. So
Is
moved.
there any objection? The Chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the nominal voting.
House Bill number 6974, an act creating the Baguio City, La Trinidad, Itogon, Sablan, Tuba, and Tublay Development Authority, defining its powers and functions, providing funds therefore. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill number 6974. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acharon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista Mandigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maravida, Brosas, Bulot Bigtang, Cagas, Calalang, Calderon, Calixtrobiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castelo, Caso Franz, Caso Pedinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Cerilles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coanco, Culyantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Vera, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, De Los Montalia, Dimaporo Abdullah, Dimaporo Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Floirendo, Flores, Fortuno, Pentebella, Garbin, García Gwendolyn, García José, García Albano, Gary Richard, Gary Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Heron, Goana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelio Dong, González Fernando, Gurseta, Gullias, Hernández, Herrerdi, Hofer, Halosos, Xavier, Co, Conjun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasetin, Liachon, Lee, Limcaychong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macapagalaroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangdodato Suarto, Mangdodato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Meliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Carlo, Nolasco, Núñez Maleñaon, Waminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vini, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia Sacabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Relampagos, Sevilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sancopan, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar, Sabellano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Sirita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherney, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villapuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Vilago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Mar Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Subiri.
With 225 members voting on the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstention, the Chair declares House Bill 6974 as having been approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 6995, and for this purpose may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the said measure and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting. So move.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the nominal voting.
House Bill number 6995, an act converting the Camarines Sur Institute of Fisheries and Marine Sciences, Ragay Campus, located in the municipality of Ragay, Camarines Sur, into a TESDA supervising school to be known as Ragay Polytechnic Skills Institute, and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members. Consideration House Bill number 6995. Abaya, Abayon, Abillanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acharon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabao, Aglipay Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batucabe, Bautista Bandigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maravida, Brosas, Bulot Bigtang, Cagas, Calalang, Calderon, Calixturbiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Caso Franz, Caso Fedenil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Cirilles, Chavez, Chipeco, Cuanco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Vera, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, De Losa Montalia, Dimaporo Abdullah, Dimaporo Khalid, Duavit, Durano, Di, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Eriguel, Ermita Buain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Floirendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fentebella, Garbin, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose, Garcia Albano, Garin Richard, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Heron, Goana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio Dong, Gonzales Fernando, Goriseta, Gullas, Hernandez, Hererdi, Hopper, Halosos, Xavier, Co, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Li, Limcaychong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macapaglaroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Montandato Suarto, Montandato Sanjid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Novel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Carlo, Nolasco, Núñez Maleñaon, Maminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ong Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vini, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Pimicia Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramiresato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Rawapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Máximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sancopan, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansea Cerita, Swansea Horacio, Suarez y Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Shirley, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villapuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Biolago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Marcamen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Subiri.
With 225 members voting on the affirmative, 0 negative, and 0 abstention, the Chair declares House Bill 6995 as having been approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Amihilda Sangkopan of Party List Amin, who wishes to rise on a matter of personal and collective privilege. I so move, Madam Speaker, Your Honor.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Representative Ami Sangkopan is hereby recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Madam Speaker, dear colleagues of this House of the People, in this day and age, women have more choices than they ever had. My choice is to live my faith and the modesty it teaches. And I seek to empower other women with understanding through this measure I put before you now. Understanding is the first step to tolerance on the road to peace. And peace is what we all seek. So I began this speech by wishing you all peace. The word hijab comes from the Arabic word hajaba, which means to hide or screen from view or cover. Sometimes hijab refers to a woman's headscarf. Sometimes it is used more generally to refer to the practice of wearing modest clothing in accordance with Islamic religious beliefs, and therefore is a verb for an act of piety. In many places around the world, however, hijab becomes a symbol of oppression, terrorism, and the lack of freedom. It is for this reason that Anak Mindanao Party List would like to shed light on the mystery of hijab and promote awareness of its virtue. We would like to encourage programs and activities that would foster deeper respect and understanding among and between Filipinos of varying cultures and faiths so we can truly build national unity and peace. Personally, wearing the hijab is a means of self-discipline. You compose yourself, you tell yourself to be good, to be kind, and to be the best that you could be as a person. That is what our hijab represents, contrary to what so many people think. Wearing the hijab is an act imbued with integrity. So when a security guard kept following me and my hijabi friends inside the mall in a frantic fashion, all because we were hijabis, I politely reassured him by saying, "Sir, we are not terrorists." This is my story. I have chosen not to enumerate plenty of other stories of similar vein because I choose to emphasize instead that the hijab is not an obstacle that keeps Muslim women from becoming productive members of society. Instead, and with their permission, I would like to introduce 3 of these women who have experienced discrimination in school and in their places of work, yet have proved their worth doubly well. They are Bangsamoro Transition Commission Commissioner Attorney Maysara Damdamun Latip, Dr. Nahida Dimasisil, and entrepreneur Diamila Disimban Ramos. Seeing that hijabi women are very capable of contributing, and they have actually contributed very well to society, we take on the challenge of this misinformation and discrimination by taking a proactive stance. Madam Speaker and dear colleagues, the World Hijab Day is an annual event encouraging Muslim and non-Muslim women to wear the hijab so they can experience the life of a hijabi woman for a day. The first wide-scale observance of the World Hijab Day in the Philippines was in 2014 when former Anak Mindanao Party List representative Siti Jalia Turabin Hataman urged this August Hall to stop all forms of discrimination against our Muslim hijabi women. Some of my female colleagues have joined the Be a Hijabi for a Day challenge since then at up until today. Sa lahat po ng women legislator na nakisabay po sa obserbasyon ng World Hijab Day, maraming salamat po. Since 2014, Madam Speaker and fellow members of this August Chamber, some educational institutions have taken on the challenge of World Hijab Day. Anak Mindanao would like to especially mention De La Salle College of St. Benilde Center for Social Action, who have partnered with us in this endeavor to improve the understanding and tolerance of our manner of practicing our faith. The University of the Philippines in Diliman, some schools in major cities in Mindanao like Davao, General Santos, Zamboanga, and Cagayan de Oro City have also embraced the idea of being a hijabi for a day, a challenge that empowered them to experience what it is to don the hijab for one whole day while going through their usual day-to-day affairs. Some even have organized fora to highlight government responses to the advocacy, such as those provided in various memorandum circulars of the Department of Health and the Department of Education. Madam Speaker, my dear colleagues, in a multicultural country like ours, peace should be everybody's business. This simple piece of legislation is a small step toward making all sectors in the country, particularly the employment and education sectors, to promote respect for diversity in religious beliefs and practices. This simple measure empowers all stakeholders, the media, for more informed and responsible journalism, educational institutions and parents who can continue educating young minds about cultural sensitivities and enact policies and programs that reflect the same even outside the walls of their classroom. The annual observance of the World Hijab Day is not just for women who choose to wear the hijab. It is also not just about non-Muslim women expressing solidarity for women who choose to donate. This is actually an opportunity for us to empower these women, whatever they stand for, especially if that stand is for their freedom to choose how they will live and practice their faith. Madam Speaker, dear colleagues, I am a Muslim woman, a hijabi, and I say that with a deep respect for those who seek to understand this. I seek to practice my faith and share my experience with other women so they may understand just how much this aspect of Islam is a part of the life Allah has blessed me with. Thank you for listening without prejudice, Madam Speaker and dear colleagues. Thank you for joining us in the observance of the World Hijab Day. Thank you and masalam.
Thank you, Congresswoman Sangkopan. In behalf of the chair, we would like to thank all our lady colleagues who participated in this Hijabi Day, and I would like to share how touched we are with your support. One, I know that some of you may feel awkward wearing this new style, but you wear it nevertheless, so you will understand us. Two, I know some of you feel uneasy wearing it, but you wear it nevertheless because you wanted to be counted with us. I know you feel beautiful wearing it because indeed You are beautiful. In behalf of the Bangsamoro, we appreciate what you are doing today, and today is such a beautiful day. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Majority Leader?
Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Kakabagao from the Lone District of Dinagat Islands for her statement of solidarity.
Representative Kakabagao is recognized. Please
Madam
proceed.
Speaker, maaari po ba magpaunlak ang kinatawan ng anak Mindanao ng ilang katanungan mula sa kinatawang ito?
Will the lady yield to some questions?
My pleasure, Madam Speaker.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I stand today in solidarity with my dear friend, Congresswoman Amihilda Sangcopan. Maraming salamat din kong Ami sa aking kasuotan. I feel proud and honored. Para mas maunawaan po ng ating mga mamamayan at yung mga nakikinig sa atin, yung unang tanong ko lang po ay, paano naging simbolo ang hijab sa pakikibaka ng mga kababaihang Muslim sa pagkakapantay-pantay, sa kawalan ng diskriminasyon, sa kapayapaan at kaunlaran ng ating bansa, at sa pagkakaunawaan ng mga mamamayan?
Gaya po ng nabanggit ko sa aking privilege speech, ang hijab po ay imbued with integrity. Bit-bit po nito ay integridad. Bit-bit po ng aming hijab ang struggle naming mga Bangsamoro women. Bit-bit po namin ito ang pagkikipaglaban hanggang ngayon na sana sa aming paaralan ay hindi kami makaramdam ng diskriminasyon. Sana sa aming pinagtatrabahuhan hindi kami makukutya dahil kami ay nakahijab. At sana dumating yung panahon na maintindihan po nila na ito ay bahagi ng aming pang-araw-araw na buhay. And this is how we intend to practice our faith. This is us. This makes us Muslim women.
Maraming salamat. Naalala ko lang noon, sinabi ng isang anak ni Congresswoman Siti Jalia Turabi Nataman, yung dati pong kinatawan ng anak Mindanao. Sabi po niya nung nagkukwentuhan kami, I don't believe that most people hate us. They just don't know us. Naniniwala po ba kayo dito?
Madam Speaker, tayo po ay naniniwala doon. Una sa lahat, hindi po siguro tayo tatayo sa araw na ito at i-deliver ang privileged speech in the observance of the World Hijab Day kung tayo ay hindi naniniwala na kung meron pong pagkakataon na pwede nating ipaabot sa ating mga kasama sa taumbayan kung ano po ang halaga ng hijab sa isang Bangsamoro women, malaking bagay po yun. Sa tingin ko, tama po yung sinabi ng bata. Gaya ng sinabi ko sa speech, and allow me to repeat it, understanding is the first step to tolerance on the road to peace. And peace is all what we seek. And I know ang kagalang-galang na representative po ng Dinagat Island ay kasama po namin pagdating po sa paghahanap ng kapayapaan para sa isla ng Mindanao. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat, Congresswoman Ami Sangcopan. At nakikiisa po ako sa inyo sa paikibaka ng anak Mindanao at lahat ng mga Muslim, hindi lang po sa Mindanao, pati sa buong Pilipinas. When we know each other, we will learn to not only respect, but love one another, and putting ourselves in these hijabs of our Moro sisters is one way to show our solidarity with this cause. Ako po ay author din ng SOGI Equality Bill at ng Comprehensive Anti-Discrimination Bill. At kasama po ni akong Ami, tumitindig po ako laban sa anumang uri ng diskriminasyon sa lipunan laban sa sinumang mamamayan. Maraming salamat po, Madam Speaker, mga kasama, at mabuhay po kayo kung Ami at anak Mindanao. Kasama niyo po kami sa inyong laban. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I now move that we recognize the Honorable Linabel Villarica from the 4th District of Bulacan for her statement of solidarity.
The Honorable Villarica is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters in Islam. Today is a special day for us women legislators in Congress. As you can see, we are wearing a special headscarf called hijab in solidarity with our colleagues here and all Muslim women. We are celebrating the World Hijab Day, an awareness campaign that was founded in February 1, 2013 by Ms. Nazma Khan, a Bangladeshi who lives in New York City. The World Hijab Day is celebrated in recognition of millions of Muslim women all over the world who choose to wear the hijab and live a life of modesty. It became a movement to foster religious tolerance and understanding by inviting non-hijabi women all over the world to experience the hijab even for just one day. The wearing of hijab is a woman's right. It is not just a piece of scarf wrapped around the head for fashion or accessory. It is more than that. It symbolizes purity and modesty, acceptance and surrender to a belief and a way of life. There is a correlation of the Quran and hijab in that the purity and modesty of women is perpetuated by wearing this attire. We are one with all the women hijabi all over the world in raising awareness to put a stop to misconception and discrimination, to be more respectful of other people's beliefs, culture, and practices regardless of our own. The world will be more bearable if we are a little considerate of others. And on behalf of the Association of Women Legislators Foundation Incorporated, this is our way of saying, we are one with you and we respect you. Thank you and wassalam.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
And finally, Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Raneo Abu of the 2nd District of Batangas for his statement of solidarity.
Thank you, Majority
The Honorable Deputy Speaker Rani Abu is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It is but fitting that the presiding officer now is our distinguished colleague, the Deputy Speaker coming from the Mindanao and one of our Muslim leader. And it is also very fitting that the one who rendered the privileged speech about what is World Hijab Day is our colleague from Anak Mindanao Party List. Madam Speaker, pagpasok ko po kanina dito at nakita ko po ang mga kasamahan natin na mga lady legislators wearing a turban or a headcarf. Tinanong ko, ano ibig sabihin na yan? Sabi sa akin ng mga kasama ko, ihab. Bakit suot ninyo yung ihab? Anong ibig sabihin yan? Anong significance na yan? Walang makasagot sa akin iba, so nagpunta ako kina Congresswoman Ruby. Sabi ko, Kong, anong ibig sabihin na yan? Sabi niya, ito every February 1, nagsa-celebrate kami ng World Hijab Day. Yan sign ng modesty sa aming mga babaeng Muslim at ini-encourage din namin ang mga kababaihang kahit hindi mga Muslims. Then, hindi po ako natapos doon dahil talagang curious ako. Nag-research ako at nalaman ko na noong February 1st, 2013, doon una na sinagawa ang World Hijab Day sa pangunguna ng isang residente sa New York, si Nazma Khan. And reading kung ano yung pinagsimulan, kung bakit nagsasagawa tayo ng World Hijab Day, nakaka-touch. Nakalagay nga dito, for many people, the hijab is a symbol of oppression and segregation. By opening up new pathways to understanding, Nazma hopes to counteract some of the controversies surrounding why Muslim women choose to wear the hijab. Nazma knows exactly what she's talking about. The social activist came to this country from Bangladesh at the tender age of 11, where she found herself being the only hijabi in middle school. She remembers her experience as a difficult one. Sabi niya ho, growing up in Bronx in New York City, I experienced a great deal of discrimination due to my ihab. She reflects. In middle school, I was Batman and Ninja. When I entered university after 9/11, I was called Osama bin Laden or terrorist. It was awful. I figured the only way to end discrimination is if we ask our fellow sisters to experience ihab themselves. Nung binabasa ko po ito, nakakatatso. Masyado tayong may emosyon dahil tulad doon ng mga kasama ko dito sa Kongreso, kami mga kasama ninyong mga mambabatas na lalaki, kami po yung pagtingin namin at pagpapahalaga sa kababaihan. Ano man po ang kanyang antas at ano man po ang kanyang reliyon, maging ito'y Katoliko, Muslim, o iba bang reliyon, napakataas po ng pagtingin namin. Dahil kami po mga kalalakihan, alam namin na hindi kami mabubuhay kung hindi kami nagmula sa aming ina at pinagpala kami ng aming ina, pinalaki namin kami ng ayos. Madam Speaker, sa pangalan po ng mga kalalakihan dito sa ating plenaryo, dito sa Kongreso, amin pong ipinahayag sa inyo ang aming pakikisa at patuloy na pagkilala sa kung ano man po ang simbolo ng kababaihan, lalo na po ng mga kasama natin dito na nagmula sa Mindanao, mga kapatid po nating Muslim. Alam po namin ang kahalagaan nila at ang pagtaas ng pagtingin namin sa kanilang pagiging disiplinado, lalo na sa kanila pong pagkilala sa ating pong mga kasamahan dito sa Kongreso. Marami pong salamat.
Maraming salamat, Deputy Speaker Abo, at nakakataba po ng puso ang iyong mga binitawang salita. Maraming salamat po, Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that the privileged speech of the Honorable Amhilda Sangkopan of Party List Amin and the interpellation of Congresswoman Bagao and the statements of solidarity of herself and Congresswoman Villarica and Congressman Abu be referred to the Committee on Rules.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The same is referred to the Committee on Rules.
Madam Speaker, I move that we direct the Secretary General to transmit immediately to the Senate all measures approved on third reading. So moved.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to transmit to the Senate all the bills that has been approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up business for the day and consider House Bill number 585 and House Bill number 7054 under Committee Report 585 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 7054, an act institutionalizing the Electric Cooperatives Emergency Resiliency Fund, providing appropriations therefore.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Same is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the honorable sponsor, the honorable chairman of the Committee on Energy, the Honorable Lord Velasco. So move, Madam Speaker, Your Honor.
The Honorable Lord Velasco is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good evening. Madam Chair, if my request that if it be included in the records that the explanatory note of the said bill be adopted as my sponsorship speech. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Reading of the explanatory note is hereby dispensed.
Madam Speaker, with no member who wishes to interpolate, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Period of amendment is opened.
Madam Speaker, with no committee nor individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Period of amendment is closed.
Madam Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading on House Bill 7054 under Committee Report number 585.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. For those who are in favor, please say aye. For those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill number 7054 is hereby approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we consider bills under the calendar of business. With leave of the House, I move that we consider bills under the calendar of business for Thursday and Friday. Madam Speaker, pursuant to our rules, allow me to put an omnibus motion for the consideration of the following. House Bill number 7007, 7044, 2553, 7061, 7062, 7063, 7064, and 7065. So move, Madam Speaker, Your Honor.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of debate is open.
Madam Speaker, I move that we consider the respective explanatory notes as the sponsorship of the said measures. So move, Madam Speaker, Your Honor.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Explanatory note is hereby dispensed. Is hereby considered as a sponsorship speech.
Madam Speaker, with no member who wishes to interpolate, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby terminated.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments and approve the committee amendments, if any, as contained in the respective committee reports of the aforementioned bills. So move, Madam Speaker, Your Honor.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, there being no individual amendments, I move that we terminate the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of amendment is hereby terminated.
Madam Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading on the following House local bills: 7007, 7044, 2553, 7061, 7062, 7063, 7064, and 7065.
For those who are in favor of the aforementioned bills, please say aye. For those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. The aforementioned bills is hereby approved on second reading.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up resolutions in business of the day. I move that we consider House Resolution number 1636 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the resolution. So move, Madam Speaker, Your Honor.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the resolution.
1636.
House Resolution 1636, resolution urging the executive branch of government to allocate funds for additional scientific research and feasibility studies on the area east of Luzon known as the Philippine Rise, including the marine exploration of mineral deposits and other resources therein, which may be used as alternative sources of energy.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we adopt House Resolution number 1636.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. House Resolution 1636 is hereby adopted.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up resolutions under business for Thursday and Friday. I move that we consider House Resolution number 1630 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the resolution. So move.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the resolution.
House Resolution 1630, A resolution urging the Board of Regents of the Cebu Technological University to establish a campus at the municipality of Balamban, province of Cebu, to be known as the Cebu Technological University Balamban Campus.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we adopt House Resolution number 1630.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. House Resolution 1630 is hereby adopted.
Madam Speaker, I move that we approve Journal number 58, dated February 5, 2018.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session suspended for 2 minutes. Session is resumed. Majority Leader,
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up unfinished business and consider House Bill number 6425 under Committee Report number 389 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the bill.
is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 6425, an act prescribing an urgent, comprehensive, and integrated land-based traffic management policy to effectively address the traffic congestion crisis in Metro Manila, Metropolitan Cebu, and Metropolitan Davao, and appropriating funds therefore.
Majority Leader,
Madam Speaker, the parliamentary status of the bill is that we are in the period of interpellations. With that, Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Sponsor, the Honorable Chairman of the Committee on Transportation, the Honorable Cesar Sarmiento.
is there any objection? The chair hears none. The Honorable Sarmiento is hereby recognized as the sponsor of said measure.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Tino for his interpellation. So move, Madam Speaker, Your Honor.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Representative Tino is recognized for his interpellation.
Maraming salamat, Madam Speaker. Diretso na po ako, ginoong sponsor. Mr. Sponsor, Madam Speaker, maaari po bang tignan natin yung big picture muli, no? So, of course, ang layunin ng panukalang batas na ito ay, sabi nga, no, essentially, mga emergency measures para masolusyonan ang problema sa traffic. No? Madam Speaker, pwede po bang ipaliwanag sa atin ng sponsor paano po, ano-ano po yung mga hakbang, ano yung mga patakaran na nakapaloob sa bill na kapag ipinatupad ay magre-resulta sa pagluwag kundi man pagresolba ng traffic. No? In other words, pag napasa natin to, bakit kailangan natin itong pasa? No? Paano masusolusyonan nito ang problema ng traffic na lumalala araw-araw?
Maraming salamat po, kagalang-galang na Tinio. Alam naman po lahat na nakakaranas tayo ng matinding pagsikip sa kalsada dahil sa maraming factors, dahil sa maraming sasakyan. Nandyan po ang kawalan ng disiplina ng ating mga drivers at kahinaan po ng enforcement. Kung kaya't nakakaranas po tayo ng problema at ramdam po natin lahat. Ngayon, ang panukalang ito ay may layunin na ayusin ang trapiko sa ating sa mga kalakhang lugar, Metro Manila, Metro Cebu, and Metro Davao, with the end view of not necessarily completely addressing the problem, but alleviate the problem of traffic. Sa paanong paraan? Kung babasahin mo po ang objectives or policy ng panukalang batas ito, among others, to adopt effective, responsive, and comprehensive measures that address the crisis brought about by land traffic congestion and gridlock and the shortage of efficient, safe, secure, and accessible mass transportation. At layunin na i-harmonize ang iba't ibang local ordinances, rules, regulations patungkol sa trapiko. Dahil ang Metro Manila po ay consists of 17 LGUs, 16 cities, and 1 municipality with their own traffic ordinances. Kaya nagkakaroon ng overlap, layunin po na ayusin po ito na magkaroon ng isang traffic management plan na kung saan ang layunin ay maibsan or i-alleviate po ang problem sa traffic.
Okay, so ang bill po nakatuon sa tatlong area, Metro Manila, Metro Cebu, and Metro Davao. Tapos ang actually, ang tinatanong ko po, ano yung mga major elements ng bill, no? Na mag-a-address o magpapaluwag sa problema ng trapiko. So ang unang binanggit ng sponsor, Madam Speaker, ay sa bill na ito, mayroong itatakdang isang otoridad, pambansang otoridad. Ito yung traffic administrator, no, na yung kalihim ng Department of Transportation. Tapos, ang isa sa mga kapangyarihan niya ay ang pag-standardize, pag-harmonize ng traffic rules and regulations. Tama po ba?
Tama po yan.
At gagawin ito sa pamamagitan ng pagpapalakas ng MMDA sa Metro Manila, tapos sa Cebu meron din pong counterpart tsaka sa Davao. Okay. So, tapos ang isang kapangyarihan ang isang emergency power, ang kakaiba po rito ay sa esensya, may kapangyarihan, tama po ba? May kapangyarihan ng administrador na ma-override yung autoridad na binibigay ng local government code sa mga LGU kaugnay sa pangangasiwa sa trapiko. Tama po ba?
Tama po yun.
Okay. So, isa lang yon. So, in other words, okay, ang isang measure dito ay pagsasaayos ng traffic policy, rules and regulations. Okay. Ano pa po? Yun lang po ba?
Well,
so in other words, ang problema sa traffic ay kaya tayo may traffic dahil may iba-iba at hindi nagkakasundo na mga traffic rules and regulations sa bawat city at municipality in the metropolitan areas? Yun na ba yun?
Well, marami pa po yan. Gaya ng sinabi po dito sa panukalang batas, to adopt a comprehensive measures basically to address the problem of traffic, which would include nandyan po yung to conduct a route rationalization. Ano po? Kasi para, kumbaga, mag-iimbentaryo sa isang ruta para alamin ang route measured capacity para malaman kung ano ang type, size, and number of mode of transportation na pwedeng bumaybay sa isang ruta. Because alam po natin na may mga ruta na maraming prangkisa na aalamin natin kung ano talaga ang tamang numero at ano ang akmang mode of transportation ang pwedeng bumaybay sa rutang yan.
Okay, so ang isa pang, so binabanggit nyo na po, isa pang element ng panukalang ito. So, bukod sa pagsasaayos ng mga traffic rules and regulations, pag-address sa usapin ng mass transport. No? So, in particular, ang binabanggit nyo po, route rationalization. So, sa paliwanag nyo at sa intindi ko, ang ibig nyo sabihin, aaralin ang mga ruta at titiyakin kung ano yung angkop na moda ng public transport at kung ano yung tamang bilang ng mga halimbawa jeep sa isang ruta. Ganun po ba? Jeep or bus sa isang
Or bus. Like for instance, halimbawa, dito sa kahabaang EDSA, as of 2010, sa datos na ibinigay po ng MMDA as of 2010, around 13,000 buses ang bumabaybay sa EDSA, which is 24 kilometers. And then out of the 12,000, about 54,000 at that time, mga city buses po yun. And napag-aralan, base sa pag-aaral, sobra-sobra ang numero ng bus na bumabaybay sa EDSA. So in other words, napakarami po ng public buses na bumabaybay sa EDSA, sobra sa kapasidad ng EDSA.
Okay, so ang sinasabi niyo po, ang suri ng sponsor, Madam Speaker, isang dahilan kung bakit halimbawa matraffic sa EDSA ay dahil sobra, hindi kulang ang mass transport. No, in this case, mga bus. Sobra ang bus. Tama po ba?
Well,
o kaya, sobra ang mga jeep. Kaya kasama rin ng mga jeep sa rationalization. No?
We are talking here muna sa EDSA, hindi pa natin binabanggit ang jeep.
Okay. Pero yun ang dating kasi nung rationalization. Siguro magpapalawig tayo later. Actually, mas dun muna sa overview tayo. No? So anyway, so yung pagsasaayos ng policy, tapos sunod yan, specifically sa mass transport, route rationalization. Sometimes tawag dito modernization. Ganon. No? Ano pa po ba? Yun lang po ba? Sa pamamagitan ng dalawang yan ay mariresolve na ang traffic?
Well, marami pa po yan tungkol po sa since malaking problema po ang hinaharap po natin. And this, in order to effect change, magkakaroon po tayo ng that would entail sacrifices, no? Sacrifices of everybody dahil may maapektuhan. Like for instance po, may nakalagay dyan na magkakaroon po tayo ng driver's examination sa mga professional drivers para alamin kung sino ang dapat bigyan ng driver's license, no? So only deserving drivers would be given driver's license. At alam po natin ang mga isa rin sa dahilan sa mga traffic yung kawalan ng disiplina ng ating mga drivers, no? Isa yan po. And then mababanggit ko po ang roadworthiness. Nakasaad po diyan na magkakaroon po ng roadworthiness test para ang mga bumabaybay sa ating kalsada ay roadworthy. Isa rin sa mga dahilan ng ating pagsikip ng trapiko yung mga aksidente dahil po sa mga hindi dapat po na bumaybay sa ating mga kalsada.
Okay. So, actually, yan po yung siguro yung ibig nyo sabihin ng sa Declaration of Policy, by instituting a system of responsibility and accountability for all land-based traffic stakeholders. So, kasama po siguro dun yon. Yung review ng mga professional drivers na nabigyan ng lisensya.
Opo, opo.
Okay. Tapos yung roadworthiness. pag-verify sa roadworthiness ng mga public utility vehicles. Okay. Saan po? So, isa pa yon, no? So, pangatlo na yan. So, policy, harmonization, and then rationalization of PUBs, and then itong parang tinatawag dito, system of accountability. Tapos, saan po pumapasok yung infrastructure?
Dito po sa makikita nyo sa powers and functions ng traffic chief as provided for under Section 7 na i-rationalize ang existing public transport operations, infrastructure requirements, the use of thoroughfares to promote safe and convenient movement of persons and goods, no? And then he will exercise the power to issue rules and regulations specifically covering many items, among others, yung clearing of sidewalks and side streets, regulation of street parking of vehicles, enforcement of setbacks and construction of driveways, especially on main thoroughfares, because kung ang business establishment ay nagiging cause ng traffic without the requisite setback, ay may appropriate measure na pwedeng gawin ang traffic chief, no? Then the establishment and operation of terminal and removal of illegal terminals. And dito po yun sa Section 7 ng panukalang batas.
Okay. Sige po. So, ayon sa, Madam Speaker, ayon sa proponent, sa sponsor, malulutas or mapapaluwag ang sitwasyon sa trapiko sa mga metropolitan areas ng bansa kapag bibigyan ng emergency powers ang executive branch para, katulad ng binanggit niya kanina sa mga sumusunod, 1, harmonization ng traffic rules and regulations, 2, route rationalization ng PUV, 3, tawag niyo dyan? Roadworthiness, accountability, and so on. And then, pang-apat, infrastructure, pagsasaayos ng infrastructure. Tama po ba? Okay. So, isa-isain po natin. Ay, una muna, dun sa coverage ko, so in terms of coverage, nabanggit na nga po, the 3 metropolitan areas. In terms of duration, yan po, interesado po tayo sa Section 5, duration of the Act. Gaano katagal po ang visa? Humihingi po ng emergency powers. So, kakaiba nga, ibig sabihin sa panahon na ito, may pagsuspinde ng mga maaaring mga umiiral na batas o regulasyon, no? Patakaran, regulasyon. So, sabi po rito, 3 years lang to.
Opo.
Tama po ba?
Tama po yun.
Gayunpaman, 3 years pero merong ilang mga exceptions. Sabi po rito, the following provisions of this Act shall continue to take effect unless revoked or repealed by other subsequent laws. Tama po ba?
Opo. Yes. Tama.
So in other words, actually, hindi lang pansamantala, hindi lang sa loob ng 3 taon ang effectivity nito. Kung hindi, habang nananatiling batas ang batas na ito. Hindi po ba? No? So ano-ano po 'yon? At bakit po? May ganung qualification? Kasi ang unang dating, hindi, 3 years lang tong emergency powers. Pero actually, meron actually mga permanente unless otherwise revoked or repealed by Congress. So, kailangang malinaw po tayo. Ano-ano po yung mga kahit matapos na ang 3 taon ay mananatili pa rin?
Well, under Section 5, nakasaad po dito that the authority granted to the traffic chief shall be valid and effective for a period of 3 years from the effectivity of this act unless sooner withdrawn by a joint resolution of Congress. Now, there are the following provisions of this act shall continue to take effect unless revoked or repealed by other subsequent laws, like Section 6 on the continuing reorganization power of the President, and Sections 9 and 10 on the existence of the Metropolitan Cebu Traffic Coordinating Council and the Davao Traffic Administrator, and the Section 11 pertaining to the policy-making power of MMDA.
Okay. So, para malinaw po, so kahit matapos na ang 3 years, mananatili po yung kapangyarihan ng Presidente na mag-reorganize ng mga, I suppose, mga traffic-related agencies or offices. Okay. Just to be clear, talagang kapangyarihan naman yan ng Pangulo. Tama po ba?
Yeah, under the Administrative Code of the Philippines, it has a continuing power to...
So wala pong madadagdag, walang nadadagdag na kapangyarihan ng Presidente as far as reorganization is concerned. Wala po ba? O meron?
Wala. As provided for under the Administrative Code of the Philippines, the power to reorganize the office of the President is with respect to attain economy, simplicity, and efficiency. But as regards the Traffic Crisis Act, the power to reorganize of the President is for the purpose of addressing the problem of traffic.
Okay, so... Okay. Sa isang banda, pwedeng sabihin na bigyan ng dagdag na poder ang Presidente dahil explicitly the power to reorganize is specifically recognized with respect to the traffic crisis, parang ganon. Okay. Ito pong Section 5 letter B, Section 9 and 10 on the existence of Metropolitan Cebu Traffic Coordinating Council and the Davao Traffic Administrator. No? And Section 11 on their policy-making power, including that of the MMDA. So, actually, with this provision, sa esensya, permanent amendment na po ito ng Local Government Code. Tama po ba? Ibig sabihin, talagang sa usapin ng trapiko, kapag naisabatas ito, sa usapin ng trapiko, ang iiral na sa patakaran pantrapiko, hindi na yung LGU. Kung hindi, ito na ang tatlong mga ahensyang ito. Tama po ba? So kung ngayon, halimbawa, maaring may sariling patakaran ng Makati when it comes to traffic, pwede nilang sabihin, wala kaming window. Yung iba may window. Although, there was a time may ganung sitwasyon, di po ba? Okay. Ngayon, hindi na pwede yun. No, dahil ang policy-making power with respect to traffic rules and regulations will now be permanently, unless repealed, will now be permanently with these councils. Tama po ba?
Well, it will have the effect of amending the present law. The purpose of the Traffic Crisis Act, again, balikan natin ang layunin para maiayos. And para maiayos po yun, kailangan po natin i-harmonize ang iba't ibang ordinances, rules, and regulations pertaining to traffic. Now, once na-harmonize na yun, naniniwala po tayo na makakatulong ng maayos na maibsan ang trapiko sa subject areas. Kaya, like for instance, nailagay po natin ito dahil we are fully aware that under the present setup, the weakness of Metro Manila is the absence of the power to enact ordinances, no? Kasi sa ngayon, specifically dyan sa Mandaluyong City, may ordinance silang ipinasa allowing parking on certain areas. Now, sa pag-aaral po ng Metro Manila Development Authority na sa lugar dyan po sa Green Hills para masiayos po ang traffic, dapat maalis yung parking sa areas dyan sa Green Hills. But hindi nila nagawa yan dahil wala po siyang kapangyarihan, the so-called police power. Now, it's only the local lawmaking body that can do so by way of an ordinance. And in the case of Makati, one of the ways na naisip po ng Metro Manila at that time is to open up yung subdivision, no, para madaanan ng trapiko. But it reached the Supreme Court. Ang sinabi that MMDA has no police power and it has no power, it does not possess the power to enact ordinances. So the power to close or open a road can be done only by the local lawmaking body. Kaya dito po sa panukalang batas ito, bibigyan po natin ng police power para to simply maayos natin ang trapiko dito sa ating Metro Manila.
Well, hindi lang po police power, kundi in effect, policy making power.
Yes.
No? So, magkakaroon, kung napasa ang batas na ito, at kahit matapos na yung 3-year duration or coverage, actually, permanenteng matitira ang mga nilikha, yung Metro Cebu Traffic Coordinating Council, yung Davao Traffic Administrator, and of course yung MMDA na nandyan na. So nandyan pa rin sila, even after 3 years. Tapos mananatili yung kapangyarihan nila, let me read, the continuing powers of the MMDA, the Metropolitan Cebu Traffic Coordinating Council, and the Davao Traffic Administrator, or the development authorities as may have been created, to issue and enact and review, harmonize, amend, revise, or repeal regulations, policies, ordinances, and circulars issued and enacted by the covered agencies and the component local government units pertaining to land-based traffic and road use, regulation, and management. So basically, tinatanggal na po ang kapangyarihan, ang absolutong kapangyarihan ng mga local government units through their local legislative bodies to enact traffic-related policies. So, major po yan, in other words. Tama po ba? Gusto lang natin malinaw.
Tama po yan.
Tama po. Okay. Mananatili pa yung mga, okay, rationalization, yung sa PUV. Ito pang isa na napansin natin, no? Section 21 on the requirement of obtaining a development clearance certificate from the relevant Metropolitan Development Authority.
Well, sa bagay na po yan, kagalang-galang na tinyo. With respect to development clearance, up to 3 years lang po yan.
Sorry?
Hanggang 3 taon lang po. During the effectivity of this proposed measure.
Can I be clarified on that, Madam Speaker? Kasi ang sabi po dito, the following provisions of this Act shall continue to take effect unless revoked or repealed by other subsequent laws. And under that, letter H, Section 21, on the requirement of obtaining a development clearance from the relevant Metropolitan Development Authority. Ang sinasabi po rito, anumang construction project, infrastructure project, development project ng LGU along national roads roads or any roads of significance, kailangan muna ipaalam at aprubahan ng relevant traffic authority. Hindi po ba? Lahat ng construction, kailangan muna dumaan sa traffic authority bago ito. If we go to Section 21, tatanong ko nga po yun pero dahil nabanggit na rito, sabi po rito, the traffic chief shall pass upon and approve or disapprove all plans, programs, and projects proposed by local government units, government offices, and agencies within the metropolitan areas, the Department of Public Works and Highways, public corporations, and private persons or enterprises where such plans, programs, or projects, including expansion or rehabilitation of existing infrastructure, are either located along any of the radial or circumferential roads and their respective arterial roads within or leading into or out of the metropolitan areas, or any other road, street, or thoroughfare as may be identified by the traffic chief, or are determined to have potential adverse effects on traffic flow, movement, or management of any of the streets, roads, or thoroughfares as identified herein, regardless of their location in the metropolitan area. Basically, ang sinasabi po rito, lahat ng construction ng kahit sino, whether LGU, government agency, private business, private individual, basta sabihin ng traffic authority, may kinalaman sa traffic yan, kailangan muna namin aprubahan. Kailangan dumaan muna sa traffic, sa inyong autoridad. Tapos, kaya ko nga sinabi po yung F, even after 3 years, mananatili po ang kapangyarihan ito. Hindi po ba medyo labis-labis naman yan? Na kahit anong ipatatayo, kahit ni Juan, abay pwede sabihin ng traffic administrator, teka muna, walang permit. Dito muna.
Well, kung babasahin niyo po yung particular section, may qualifying phrase doon na may potential adverse effects sa traffic effect. So, yun po ang
well, yes, of course, understood. But nevertheless, that affects the lives and the businesses, the interests of potentially hundreds of thousands of public and private entities. Hindi po ba? Kasi lalo na sa Metro Manila, abay, kahit yung mga side streets, having constructions on side streets, you can very, justifiably say, may epekto sa traffic yan. Di po ba? So,
actually, dapat i-qualify po natin yung mga daanan ng pampublikong sasakyan na yung mga proposed plans and programs ng nakasaad po sa Section 21, kung may adverse effect po sa traffic, yun po ang covered po ng section po ito.
Well, yes, okay. So, anyway, at this point, kinaklaro ko pa lang po yung sa coverage and duration, So, ang gusto ko lang po i-point out na yung napakasaklaw na kapangyarihan na ibinibigay ng bill na ito sa traffic administrator at saka dun sa mga councils, yung MMDA, the Davao and the Cebu entities. Permanente po actually. Tapos sa esensya, sasaklaw sa lahat ng construction, whether public or private. Ako nga, isang pangamba ko, kaya ba yan? I mean, hindi kaya maging hadlang sa economic growth na kailangan dumaan sa isang opisina ang lahat ng, kung hindi man lahat, ay napakalaking bilang ng mga potential development initiatives. No? Hindi nga lang government eh. Kahit private. Di ba? So, isa pong concern natin yan na, and what I want to stress is this is not an emergency measure, but rather a permanent measure. Gusto ba talaga natin ng ganon? Yung po ang isang tanong natin, Madam Speaker.
Well, going back again, ang layunin natin po natin, masiayos po ang problema sa trapiko, and then naisip natin ito sa mga measure na may epekto sa trapiko. Kaya kailangan po na i-clear, to pass upon yung mga plans and programs to be implemented by the private, DPWH, local government units, simply to address the problem of traffic. While this may continue as provided for under Section 5, basta ang layunin is to maibsan ang traffic dito sa Metro Manila, at alam po natin ang epekto sa atin pag hindi natin tugunan ang problema sa trapiko. Daily, it costs our economy billions of pesos, and we really have to address the problem of traffic. Now, if unless repealed by a subsequent law, mawawala po ito.
Okay, Madam Speaker. Well, anyway, I have raised some serious concerns regarding the broadness of the powers granted to the traffic administrator and the traffic management entities, and that these powers will be not just for an emergency period, but for as long as this bill is not this law is not repealed. Okay, pakiklaro lang po. So sa panukala, may traffic administrator na overall na nangangasiwa sa tatlong mga metropolitan areas. But after 3 years, ano po mangyari? Mawawala na po yung traffic administrator. Just to clarify po.
Well, it's very clear under Section 5 that he will no longer be the traffic chief after 3 years unless it is shortened by both houses. And as regards the existence of Metropolitan Cebu and Davao, it will be up to the traffic chief to make a recommendation, and then subject to the approval of Congress to pass a law formalizing the creation of these two councils.
So just to be clear po, after 3 years, unless sooner withdrawn by a joint resolution of Congress, talaga pong ma-abolish na yung position ng traffic administrator?
Yes.
Okay. Pero mananatili yung the council, the Davao, the Cebu Traffic Council, and the position of the Davao Traffic Administrator. Tama po, ano? Tsaka yung expanded powers ng MMDA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just to make it clear. Okay po. Traffic. Okay, punta po tayo sa well, ito na nga po ang isang kontrobersyal na nilalaman ng bill na ito ay yung with respect to route rationalization and the so-called PUV modernization. Alam naman po natin, in the past few months, nagkaroon ng mga protest, transport strike, sa pangunguna ng Piston at iba pa. specifically on the PUV modernization program of the Duterte administration. So, alam natin, kahit hindi pa po ito napapasa, ay may ipinatutupad ng programa ang Department of Transportation. Madam Speaker, kapansin-pansin po sa mga panukala dito sa bill na ito na ang mga patakaran ay tila nakatuon sa pag-regulate, particular sa public utility vehicles. No? So una, yun na nga, yung route rationalization. No? Sa initial na discussion natin kanina, parang may nakatungtong ito sa suri na actually isang dahilan ng trapiko ay dahil sa sobra ang mga public utility vehicles sa ilang mga ruta. Example, EDSA. Sobra ang mga bus. So, kailangan bawasan. Parang ganun po. Tapos, napansin din po natin, yung mga professional drivers, sabi nyo nga, merong requirement, Section 24, for professional driver's examination. They must undergo testing and examination prior to the issuance of new professional licenses. So may specific po ang requirement sa mga professional drivers. No? Tapos kahit yung roadworthiness, Section 25, within 90 days from the effectivity of this act, the LTO shall conduct roadworthiness testing of all PUVs operating within the metropolitan areas. Testing shall cover emission testing, chassis stability and capacity, working headlights, brake lights, etc., and other testing. Okay? Ang pinupunto ko po, Madam Speaker, bakit po ang tuon ng pansin sa bill na ito ay tila purely on regulation of public utility vehicles and their operators and drivers and the vehicles themselves. No? Halimbawa, bakit sa roadworthiness walang binabanggit dito about the roadworthiness of private vehicles? Ang mga smoke belcher lang ba? Ang nagdudulot ba ng trapiko ay PUV lang? Hindi mga pribadong vehicle? Wala ba mga pribadong vehicle na hindi na roadworthy?
Well, kung titingnan po natin ayon sa ating batas na tuwing every year po, nire-require po ang registration, whether private or public. And during the time of registration, it has to undergo roadworthiness test. No? So, hindi lang po ang pang pribado at even pang publikong sasakyan ay subject to sa roadworthiness test.
Well, yun nga po yung binabanggit dito, halimbawa, professional driver's examination, kailangan kumuha ng exam ang mga professional drivers. Strictly speaking, lahat naman po ng mga kumukuha ng lisensya, hindi ba nire-require na talaga sa batas na kumuha ng exam bago mabigyan ng lisensya?
Well, we have to...
In the same way, Madam Speaker, hindi po ba, supposedly, bago marehistro ang isang sasakyan, whether public or private, supposedly, dapat nakapasa na ito ng roadworthiness test. No? So, ang tanong, ano yung bago o iba dito? Bakit nandito pa yan sa provision ng inyong batas?
Well, we have to admit that some drivers are issued driver's licenses, even they're not supposed to be issued a driver's license, no? I mean, we have to admit that. But in this particular case, we have to conduct an examination specifically for the vehicle that he is supposed to drive. Kung bus po ang kanyang ida-drive, he has to take the examination pertinent to applicable for bus.
But again, hindi po ba ganyan ang sistema ngayon na yung mga professional license, merong pagka, ano yun? Type 1, yung mga ganon? Restriction, di ba? Ang tawag doon restriction 1, 2, 3, yung mga ganon. That is, as far as it's my understanding, that's based on vehicle weight.
Well,
so, pagka truck, could you explain ano ba yung mga restrictions sa lisensya?
Medyo i-clarify po natin na once ang isang driver po nabigyan ng professional driver's license sa tricycle, qualified na rin po siya mag-drive ng malalaking sasakyan. Pero dito po, ang layunin po natin dito ay kung ano ang sasakyan na i-drive niya, yun ang examination na kukunin po ng aplikante for driver's license.
Okay. And with respect to roadworthiness po, bakit po limitado sa PUVs ang roadworthiness provision dito?
Well, for this particular
hindi po
measure,
ba makakaluwag sa trapiko kung lahat ng mga hindi roadworthy na sasakyan ay i-require na magkaroon ng halimbawa? No? So gusto ko lang po malaman bakit particular sa PUV?
Well, para masubukan natin ang sasakyan ay roadworthy, ay ang appropriate dyan would be having to pass through the motor vehicle inspection system. Since may kakulangan po tayo sa bagay na yan, and bibigyan po natin ng priority ang to be subject to roadworthiness test would be yung public utility.
Well, yun nga, Madam Speaker. Actually, ang concern natin na kaya po naunawaan natin ang hinaing ng mga operator at driver kaugnay sa PUV modernization program ng Duterte administration at maging sa panukalang batas na ito. Na tila ang dating ay ang pangunahing dahilan o isa sa mga pangunahing dahilan sa trapiko ay ang mga public utility vehicles mismo. No? Parang ganun ang pinagmimulang suri, kaya ganito ang panukalang hakbang na nagbumula sa kagalang-galang na sponsor. Ang problema sa traffic ay kayo, mga public utility vehicles. No? Masyadong marami, magulo ang inyong mga ruta, yung mga driver hindi disiplinado, yung mga sasakyan hindi roadworthy. No? Kaya ang solusyon dito ay humingi ang sponsor ng kapangyarihan para pakialaman ang prangkisa para sa esensya ito pong requirement for drivers for professional drivers examination, sa esensya ang layunin po nito para tanggalan ng lisensya ang mga driver, di ba? Para mabawasan ang mga bilang ng may lisensya. Ganon din yung provision for roadworthiness. No? Nagbubukas ito ng kapangyarihan para tanggalin sa kalsada ang mga public utility vehicles.
Well, sa totoo lang, sa traffic crisis, wag masyadong nating pagbigyan ng atensyon yung tungkol sa PUV modernization. But ang pagtuunan natin ng pansin ay yung pong honest to goodness route rationalization plan. Ano? Para sa route rationalization plan, if I will bring your attention to Section 15. Section 15 provides there shall be established a route rationalization plan for PUVs which shall be submitted to the JCOC not later than 8 months from the effectivity of this act. And it shall include the minimum components. 1, procedure for integration of different transportation modes into a unified transport infrastructure network. Identification of the various primary, secondary, and ancillary routes with the corresponding determination of the primary and secondary routes measured capacity based on the passenger demand and the destination of the demand during certain times of the day with particular focus on traffic rush hours and road size. Then, determination of the size, type, and number of PUVs, including double-decker, articulated bus, minibus, appropriate to a particular route's measured capacity. Kasi sa PUV modernization, kung titingnan natin na pinapatupad ng DOTR, nakatuon yung pansin nila doon sa environmental concern without taking into serious consideration that we are faced now with mobility problems because of traffic congestion. So, pag-aaralan po natin kung ano ang akma na sasakyan ang pwedeng bumaybay sa isang kalsada para ma-address ang problemang traffic, and then yung mga ruta po, i-connect po natin yan to achieve interconnectivity para may maganda ang daloy ng trapiko sa ating mga kalsada.
Madam Speaker, medyo nagulat lang ako dun sa statement ng sponsor na wag daw muna pagtuunan ng pansin yung PUV modernization, but rather yung route rationalization. No, bakit po ako nagulat? Dahil sa bill po mismo, meron pong pagkilala, no, na ang tinatawag na route rationalization ay magreresulta sa pagbawas o pagtanggal ng pagtanggal ng mga jeep at iba pang public utility vehicles, so buses, jeepneys, tricycles, no, sa kanilang mga ruta, pagbawas ng bilang ng mga public utility vehicles na gumagana, at pagtanggal sa trabaho, pagkatanggal sa trabaho ng mga driver at ng kabuhayan ng mga operator. No, kaya nga po merong mga provision dito na nagbibigay ng quote-unquote safety net para sa mga maaapektuhan. No, so hindi po natin may kakaila na ang binabanggit ng sponsor na route rationalization ay magre-resulta sa displacement. No, so yun lang po. Baka mahirap pong sabihin na huwag tayong mag-focus dyan. Samantalang para sa libo-libo o daan-libong mga kababayan natin, yan ang immediate effect nito. Matatanggalan sila ng trabaho at kabuhayan. Hindi po ba, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor?
Well, ina-anticipate lang po natin kung after the route rationalization program ng ating gobyerno, pag nalaman natin na sa isang ruta ay sobra ang sasakyan, may maapektuhan. Pero halimbawa sa pag-aaral po, sa pag-conduct po ng route rationalization plan, ay tama lang yung bilang po ng pampublikong sasakyan or kulang pa, madadagdagan pa po yan. But we are just anticipating a situation if after conducting the rationalization program, if some would be affected, would be displaced, so we have provided for a support mechanism for them.
All right, Madam Speaker. Para tapusin lang po yung punto na ito, no? So, ang isa po, parang napapansin natin may makaisang panig, one-sided, na pagdidiin sa public utility vehicles, particularly yung mga jeep, bus, tricycle, bilang sanhi ng problema sa trapiko. Yung po ang isang napapansin natin. Sa kabilang banda, kapansin-pansin din na walang anumang banggit sa bill na specific sa regulation ng private vehicles. No? Pero maraming mga nagsasabi na ang hindi maitatangging dahilan ng problema sa trapiko ay, una, yung kawalan ng modern and effective affordable mass transit system, mass transportation system. No? Pangalawa, dahil doon, at magkaugnayan, dahil doon ay taon-taon, parami ng parami ang bilang ng mga pribadong sasakyan. No? So, hindi po, sa anumang discussion sa traffic, hindi po maitatanggi yung factor na yon. Yung taunang pagdami ng bilang ng pribadong sasakyan. No? Lalo pa, kaya nga, bilang pribadong sasakyan, hindi efficient. Diba? Lalo na, kotse. Dahil ilan lamang ang nakakagamit niyan kumpara sa jeep o sa bus na marami ang nasa serbisyohan. No? Alam natin sa ibang mga bansa na may problema rin sa trapiko, isa sa mga isinusulong nila bukod sa pagsasaayos ng public transport ay yung aktual na direktang regulasyon at limitasyon na ng bilang ng mga pribadong sasakyan.
May I remind the interpellator that you have already consumed the 1 hour. Please wind up.
Madam Speaker, I have consumed 56 minutes, so I still have a few minutes.
You have 4 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. So, yun po. Bakit po tahimik? No, sa Singapore, nabalita po na hindi na po sila magpapahintulot ng mga bagong sasakyan, private vehicles, no, for a certain number of years. Kapag naritiro lang ang pribado, saka mag-aalaw ng bago. No? Bakit sa atin walang anumang usapan na ganun?
Doon po sa Singapore, kaiba po ang sitwasyon po doon. May sinasabi po silang intelligent transport system na kung saan may effective dissemination program ang pamahalaan na ipinabibigay sa mga motorista kung ano ang sitwasyon sa particular street, kung may aksidente na dapat iwasan, huwag pumunta doon, ay napakaganda po ng kanilang sistema. At kung for your information, ang bus po sa Singapore ay pag-aari po ng gobyerno at iisa lang po ang nag-ooperate niyan. Kaya maayos ang kanilang takbo ng bus transport doon dahil iisa po ang nagpapatakbo. Meron silang system of dispatching, scheduled dispatch na alam naman natin, yun po ang kailangan po natin dito na magkaroon ng scheduled dispatching system. At dito po sa atin, ang sitwasyon po dito sa Metro Manila ay napakarami po ng operators, no, na hindi po nasisynchronize ang pagpapatakbo ng mga pampublikong sasakyan.
Well, in many cities, kaya po nagagawa yon yung mga synchronized bus schedules kasi po, either yung local government o yung national government ang may-ari at nagpapatakbo sa mga kumpanya ng bus. No? Pero siguro ang mas pinupunto ko po dito, yung katahimikan ng bill sa mga panukala kaugnay sa regulasyon ng pribadong sasakyan. Okay? Pero dahil paupos na po ang oras ko, gusto ko po lang buksan yung usapin na ito. Ito na, at palagay ko, isa sa mga pinaka-controversial na emergency powers na hinihingi rito ay yung sa esensya, suspension ng procurement law. No? Na sinasabi dito, idedeklarang national emergency ang traffic, ang problema sa traffic, kaya batayan na ito para isang tabi ang open competitive or public bidding at maaari ng direktang makipagnegosasyon sa mga piling supplier ang gobyerno para sa kanyang mga proyekto. No? For priority projects, sabi po rito, the following are hereby to promptly address the traffic crisis, the following are temporarily suspended throughout the effectivity of this act, but only insofar as they apply to the priority projects under this act. Ano po ba yung priority projects under this act? Hindi po actually nakalista rito kung ano yung mga priority projects na yan.
Well, under Republic Act 9184, it provides the modes of procurement, no? Iba't ibang mode of procurement. Ang isa nga doon is yung negotiated procurement. Now, dito sa panukalang batas, we consider the situation as a crisis na maituturing po natin na emergency para mag-qualify doon po sa Section 52 ng Republic Act 9184 na nagsasabi na pag emergency, pwede nang mag-enter into a negotiated procurement. So, ano ang magka-qualify sa negotiated procurement? Yung mga priority projects that will immediately address or alleviate the problem of traffic. Yung mga big ticket projects, gaya ng sinabi ko nung nakaraang interpellation, ay hindi po magka-qualify dahil po matagal ang gestation ng mga big ticket projects.
So ano po yung projects na magka-qualify sa exception na ito?
Well, pagbili ng mga equipment ng MMDA kung sakali may mga aksidente para hindi mag-build up ang traffic, one of those yon mag-qualify yon, and then the hiring of more traffic enforcers para makatulong sa kasama yun, di ba? Procurement enforcer. Yeah, yung mga para ma-monitor yung mga areas na may mga build-up, so that can be procured under negotiated procurement.
Madam Speaker, alam kong
Honorable,
tapos na ang oras.
can you please wind up?
Yes, I will wind up. Kung pakikinggan po natin ng sponsor, yung exception po sa procurement law under the emergency powers here ay para sa mga maliitang proyekto lang, mga hiring daw ng mga additional enforcers, pagbili ng supplies and so on. Pero alam po natin, si Pangulong Duterte, kahit nga wala itong hindi pa napapasa itong emergency powers bill, naglalabas na ng mga pahayag na ayaw na niya ng public bidding. Sa isang pagkakataon, sinabi niya, Swiss challenge na lang lahat. Ayoko ng bidding. No? Tapos sinabi niya, with respect to the Lumad lands, para walang corruption, ako na lang pipili kung sino ang investor na papasok dyan. So talaga pong allergic sa public bidding ang administrasyong ito at si Pangulong Duterte. Kaya po, ang problema natin dyan, kapag ganyan, lalong walang transparency at lalong bukas para sa graft and corruption. No? Kaya yan po ang pangamba natin, Madam Speaker, na kapag inaprubahan po ang panukalang batas na ito, ay magbubukas ng daan para sa malakihan, big time, na corruption, lalo na sa mga multi-billion peso projects na pinaplano ng administrasyong ito sa ngalan ng trapiko at sa ilalim ng kanyang build project. At dyan ko na po tinatapos ang aking interpellation. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we suspend consideration on House Bill number 6425. So move, Madam Speaker, Your Honor.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move for the change of referral of the following measure. House Bill number 7111 from the Committee on National Defense and Security to the Committees on National Defense and Security, Public Order and Safety and Justice. So move, Madam Speaker, Your Honor.
Any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session suspended. Session resumed.
Madam Speaker, I move that we adjourn session to tomorrow, February 7 at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So move, Madam Speaker, Your Honor.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The session is adjourned until 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.